Alright, so we're playing on the ice cream parlor board. Standard one. Alright, so nice mix of what we need down here. Certainly the 10 and the partnership are worth the race. I don't care for either of these cards. This is fine. This is a decent build. It's not great on it's not special on this board. It's special on other boards, but it's fine. It's certainly better than these other two. All right, what's my next one? This is great. This one specifically is very good on the crane board. This one's a nice thing to have on any board where you can, if you get something early, you can ignore a prerequisite. Just these two. I'm not a big fan of the don't do an association. All right, so I've marked the ones I think I want to take. I've got aquatic, and I've got the favorite zoo. And this one's an aquatic, but I don't have any bird or reason to get birds, and it may take me a little bit to get up that high. The 3, I can't use the animal negation on that. But this guy's a predator. We have a green, so in Asia. Both of those are useful. This is a release. Normally I wouldn't want to keep this, especially since blue is rolling, but I've got this guy, and if the blue is going, presumably there'll be plenty of blue tags out. So these two are going to be more later game. If I can put him out and get a full 10 points for him, and then release him, we'll lose only 2 of those and then get 4 green. That's going to be pretty nice. Some of these other ones I like, but they're not really meshing with the goals. So these are the ones I'm going to keep. And I'm going to focus on either the Predator or the Asia, depending upon what I'm able to do. As it is, I go third. And everybody will be able to do things faster than me. So we'll see what I'm able to grab amongst these guys. There's nothing out here that I need. I've got the sponsor at 5. I don't have any sponsors. I can go grab $5, but I'd rather see if I grab a decent sponsor first. So let's just take 2 and see what happens. Negative. All right, well, that was kind of a bust. Nobody took the Asia tag ahead of me, so I'm just going to go take it now. There we go. All right, I'm going to build a 2 enclosure. I need a 2 and a 1 to play these 2 guys. And I might as well grab the 5. This time I'm going to build a 1 on this so I get my kiosk going. Good deal. So I need to get my sponsor out of there. It shouldn't cause a break if I grab money, but I kind of want to have the X token anyway. I have enough money to build put down the 2 animals that I need to, so I'm just going to grab an X token. And then I'll be able to put out 2 animals next turn. The video glitched, so on my last turn I put out Raccoon and the Clever Monkey, and I clevered cards down, and this was already at 5, so I left it alone. And that is all. Into the break, I'm just going to break 3, and that'll put me at $7, and that'll be enough to build an enclosure for this guy. I don't know if that, I'm not going to play him anytime soon, but I could at least do that. I don't see any other thing that I really need to do. So it'll give me more build spaces, I guess. Also, I need a break. So we've had a break. I discarded the muskox, and instead of this, there's a couple different aquatic animals up here that I may see if I can get, and there's still the aquatic building. At any rate, I'm going to do my project and take the extra meeple. I think I want to rush this as soon as possible, so I'm going to upgrade my association. See if I can get some donations in. All right, so the green player already has 4. He's probably ready to do that, or maybe going for the 5. And there's some more. We got 4, 5, 6, 7 already. And then I'm just going to opt to try to make this guy, put out the links, and then send him away. All right, so I need a spot to put him. I'm going to put this here so I get the clever. He doesn't have any requirement. Well, it's by water and rock, so it fits all of them. I don't know that I need. I'm going to probably try to snap something like this, one of these. So I'm going to put this one down. I need to put one of those 2 down. I mean, getting a card is probably going to be more useful at this time. And on my next turn, I can play this, and if this is still there, I'll grab it. I want to get this Lynx played, so I'm going to need a blue. So we'll grab the blue partner zoo. All right, so this is down to 8, which means I can donate. I'm going to upgrade this, however. Let's see here, put me at 11, and I have no money. I can probably get a little bit of money with that. I'm going to donate. Yeah, I'll still have an extra $3. Maybe I get an extra 3 more, and then I can make a little build. All right, now I can play my links. I have to choose the play 1 animal option, which is fine. That's all I have the money for anyway. He goes in for top points, bonus 8. And then I'll be able to release him and only lose 2 of those 10 points that I just got. Alright, I already qualify for this, so I think I'm going to go snap that. I know I want to play this one as well, and I'll make a determination of which one, depending. This is going to get me 4 green. With a bump, I can get there. I'll probably play that one first, but I know this is going to be good later on, so I'm going to snap that. There we go. Really enough money to do a proper build. I'm going to grab some money with the sponsor, and if I have, if there's no break, I can do a build on my next action. I'm going to build. I don't really know what I'm going to be able to get. I'm going to build a 2 just in case I get this guy because he's good. Let's do a build. I'm going to build a 2 closure here so I can use my ability to make it free on the rock. I get to place this. I'll put it here and grab a random card, because this is not something I'm probably going to play. Another one, the rock, and I got none of those. Great. All right. Let's do this here. Play up to 3, right? All right, I'm going to put a 1 here. Just to get the extra one. This one's got to go someplace like here to be far enough away. I think that's all I can do. Yeah. So the only thing I could build is another kiosk, but nothing is in line. But now my income's up to 25, so that's certainly better. Well, the red player was able to do a release so that he got up there. Had I known, I would have been able to use an X token to take it myself to get the extra partnership zoo. That was a bonus for that. I've lost the race, so I'm not worried so much about the release of my predator yet. Again, this is ticking 2 boxes. I'm at 2 predators and 2 on the blue, both of which are good. So I'm going to hang on to that guy for a little bit. Not going to use a release. Instead, I'm going to do the monkey. So primate breeding program. So yeah, I guess I could release him on this one as well now. So I've got options, but this one at least gives me a rep bump to boot. So I'm going to take this. I think I'm going to do the snap. So I'm looking for this here. I don't have any coral necessarily, but if I snap this guy, that's 1 towards it, and then just the building will get me the other one. Let me just click through and make sure no one's got taken it. Doesn't look right. Nope, we're good. It's hard to tell sometimes. I think it's this one right there, but it's a little small. At any rate, we're going to get our 2. Take $5. That's all we get. These 2, and then we will snap. As far as other cards, this is a great card, but this will get me towards this guy here, and I just need that building to do the other one. And then maybe I get a decent one of these little guys to play. We'll see. Let's see. This is just a 2. I got a space for that too. It's actually not bad. This one may have more competition. It's Predator, so it could be a 3rd Predator. I believe somebody grabbed the Predator already. Yeah, that's the blue player grabbed that, but he's already cashed in. You know what? I think that may be an easier play. So I'm going to take this guy. I've got the cash to play him, although I want this to move up so I can get something useful. But yeah, let's take this guy instead. It's possible I may be able to pick this guy up with one of these build on one of these guys and grab it. So we'll see. And I will do the donate. I'll still be at 19, still enough to play this. Here we go. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, so not quite in range yet, but getting there. An aquatic did pop up. Not bad. A rep bump as a coral. That's pretty good. All right, so while I can put this guy out, I want to be able to do the association action, and I want it to be at least 3 or 4, so I'm just going to wait a little bit, and maybe we can draw some cards. There's nothing really up here that really intrigues me anyway. Not to say that these things are useless or anything like that. This is pretty decent certainly, but I'm gonna just grab a couple cards and maybe get a sponsor I can play. We'll see. Well, it's a sponsor, but I'm not going to be able to play it. So, at least not yet. What do we got here? Another problem one. So, yeah. Not great. That's okay. Alright, so I would like to see if I did a build. I could do a build over this. It would only cost me a net 2. That doesn't seem bad. And that'll move this up enough and I'll be able to deal with it. So I want this there. Okay. 17, I need 13 left, so I'm still good to build one more thing. Let's see. Let's just do one of these. And now I want to leave that space open in case I need water. So I'm going to do this one instead. Alright, so now I'll be able to play my animal. Let's see, I might as well put it here. I guess the only downside is if I get something that requires 2 mountains. I'll put this here for income. I don't have another card, so I'm going to pass that. But then I get to do this guy. And we'll take the hand size one now that I have 5 cards. I'll eventually want to do this pouching ability and get rid of some of these cards. Upgrade, probably animals. Yeah, makes sense. Let's do animals. Alright, it looks like a double venom, which is no fun at all. Looks like it was from Harb. Yeah, peel track. Alright, that's what it was. Alright. And Blue didn't take one because he's got the quarantine lab. Alright. I'm going to move down the association because I'm likely to want that moved up first. And if I put the animal down, then and there's no chance to break next time, although there could be. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm just going to do it the safe way. All right, so now I will cause the break. I don't have to lose any cards, so although it doesn't look like anybody needs to. Let's see. Take my income and then snap a card. Let's take a look at what we got here. All right, I think this is probably what I should go for a couple reasons. One, it's another blue tag. That's good. 2, it's another predator tag, and that'll put me to 4 predators, so I can do that or I start releasing anything. So let's take this guy. And then wait on what the other guys are doing. Alright, so I've got this guy who requires a rock. And this guy requires a rock, so I have 2 that I can go grab and do, and then be able to use the geological project. And I have plenty of money to do what I need. So I'm going to use the next token and do a build. I need this connected to rock and water. So this is the only spot it can go. I use the X so I can put down a 3 for this guy. Yeah, I don't have any aquatics to move, so I'll take the 3. I've got 2 options. I can put it here or I can put it here. I think I want to put it here to get closer to this spot here. There's no... each of them are next to multiple rocks. Like I said, I think I'm going down below here. All right, and again, I'm getting this. Now, I'm also interested in this card, but I won't be able to play it right away, so I will see what I can do about getting it before it drops off. There's others who might be interested as well that have 2 animal tags already, or predator tags already. But if I lose out on it, I lose out on it. There's another one people might be interested in with 2 predator tags on it. So interesting. All right, so I have the favorite zoo, so I want to get the extra rep bump by up in the animals to 5. We'll get another one here as well, which is nice. We do want to play both of these animals. So let's see, we'll play this guy. And I don't see me playing this card. I mean, that 3 rep bump is good, but it's going to take a long time to do that. So I think I should just get rid of this one, cut bait, and get rid of that. All right, and now I will play this guy. And this does 2 things for me. Well, it does more than 2. But this is going to move my association up to the top. It also gives me a 4th Europe tag, so I'm able to do that. The only competition for that right now is Blue, and he's 2 away. And does he have... No. So, I mean, I could wait on that and do this instead. But I can hold 5 cards, so I'm not worried about that. But I do want to put this up to 5. And I probably want to just cruise along with that. Let's see. So I had planned on doing Europe at 4. I don't really have competition for it. The blue player is at 2, so he needs 2 more. He doesn't have a way to bump it up. However, this guy just popped out. So the blue player just put species diversity out there, did it at 5. I can do it at 4, so I'm going to do that. All right. Now, what do I want? We're only at 4. I think I should not do this yet. Probably money. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna grab income, and then I'll take another couple income from this, or 5 income, not income, but $5. I don't know that I want to spend 10. Put me down to 9. I won't be able to. Well, I may be able to do an effective build with that. What's the score? So, yeah, I guess I'll spend the 10. All right. Alright, so we've been hit by a constriction. Now, we have $9. This costs $7, $8, $9, $10, so we're short $1 for that. Well, I'll go get some money, I guess. There we go. This will free up my constriction on it. It's only $2, but at least it's something reasonable. The blue player grabbed the snake with hypnosis, so we can't get that. So I'm going to just work on getting this built on this, so that way I get an extra meeple, and I can do either the blue or the predator. Probably the blue first, because I might get a 5th predator. There's a little bit of competition for the 4th, though, so I may decide on that. We'll see. But once I get those 2 done, then I'm free to do this and release my links. So I've got 3 substantial projects to do, so I need at least 1 more meeple. It means I need to build on this, but I need to get that out of the way first. Or at least out of the way, maybe not first. So I need a couple things. I need to be able to upgrade the cards. I'm working towards the favorite zoo. I also need another meeple, so I need at least 1 more rep. Unfortunately, the building that gives me a science and a rep is gone, because I need 2 science for this guy, but I can ignore 1 with this. But I'm going to go get the 2 science. That allows me to play this guy next turn, if I wish. None of these are, I mean, again, I could take something and get a card. I don't see anything being worthwhile. I mean, maybe, for this guy, I could do it. Let's see, what do we have here? Nothing. I may just use this to tuck later. I've got plenty. I've got the predators. I've got the breeding program here. When I play this reptile, I'll have this one as well. So I've got plenty of those to go to. I've also got this fort. So I don't need this card, nor this card. So I'll probably use this for a pouch at some point. Now let's upgrade this one. I'm hoping to get past this, but we'll see. Alright, I'm going to use an X so I can get a reputation. I'm working on this. Also, I'm going to get another meeple to do that. Alright, I can play up 2 animals, although it doesn't matter. I'll play this guy here. Alright, and then I will pass on this. Now I'm going to do this. And I get guess his is red, so even though his is red, I have to do it this way. Let's read what hypnosis does here. Let me see if it lets me take this. I can take it, okay. Well, I think that's the one that I want. Alright, so it is letting me take them from the board. I was just confused. Alright, Now, I could certainly grab this one and put it down for, I'm getting $40. That should be plenty. So I think I'm just going to grab a random card. And nothing good. Okay. Nobody's doing these guys at all, but that's not great. I would have preferred this one. Oh, I get to discard a card. Never mind. I will discard this card. And now I should be able to clever. Awesome. Well, why don't I just clever my cards? And that way, if no one's ended it, I can end it for the X token. I don't really need any cards. I mean, maybe another animal, but my animals, I can play them from up. I'm gonna drop the cards. All right, we got a break in this 4-player game. I get to snap something. I can't play this thing, even though he's nice. This is not great for what it does unless I had the aviary. This is decent. 6 and get to do sponsors. All I don't have a sponsor. I think I'm going to go with this, though, because I'm going to get to draw another card from the deck. I get another rock if I want to do this ever. I don't know that I ever need to because I've got enough, but I think I'm going to take this. Pretty easy to actually fulfill that 1-2. Alright, we're going to need to build. I need to buy some rocks. Might as well be this one. I need to go down and get this. This I can use with my posturing. So let's do this. And this. What's my option here? We're doing rep. So I don't need this guy anyway, really. 33, that's going to be 27. I'm just going to pass on this. All right, I'm going to play a couple animals. We'll put this guy here. Let's see what we get. All right, and then we'll play this one. I think we'll put it here. No, there's more of these available. Let's put it up here. Put a kiosk out. Not a kiosk, tickets out. Grab that X. And now we have 2 X's and can do the blue next turn. Unless he's able to play an animal and do it at the same time, I'm not sure. Alright, so let's add a couple X tokens and do a project. A lot of options. I want to do Europe. That's 4. Yeah. Let's grab a few more X tokens. All right. With some constrictions, so we might as well knock one of them off. Don't think I need that right now. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so the green player has this, which I didn't notice before, and so he can do his projects at 4, which beat me. So he beat me to doing the 4 predator. There isn't really a predator I can do now. I don't think that I'm going to have a lot of time anyway. He's got 3 X tokens, so he can do the association again. He's got 4 herbivores and enough money to donate, so that can put him to 99. So if he does anything on this next turn to get points, he's going to be in striking distance. So I probably should have done well, I didn't see it, but I should have done the 4 predators instead of the 4 Europe. All right, but anyway, I'm just going to drop one of these. Let's see, let's just drop this guy, it's fine. Now I'm in position if I want to do another one of these. And there's 2 of them out there I can use. That will give me an extra 2 green, so at least give me something. All right, we had a break. I chose this flamingo. Nothing else really helps. I don't have a place for him right now, but my plan is to release the lynx, and I can use this to release it, and it'll be next to water, so I can have a place to put him. I've got 2 options. I've got 5 X tokens and my associations on the 3. I can use all 5 to do the release and grab an extra partner, which gets me 2 green for my last association worker. Or I can take 2 rep, and with the extra rep from this card, I will move up to 12, which will get me 1 extra green after the game. So points-wise, it's the same. The reason I'm likely to do the rep instead is because then I'll have 1 extra X token to move up the animals, which will give me up to 13, which will get me an additional card. I'll have 2 shots to get a card to either put in this open 1 or the 1 extra spot in the aquarium for, again, extra points is all I'm looking for. Either way, I'm going to donate. Either way, I'm going to do the pouch too. I can get rid of this card, which I can't use, and probably this one is fine, doesn't matter. I'm not going to be able to play another one. The green player has an option to do the 4 herbivore, which is 12 points, and he also can get 4 more points just during the break for pouching 2 cards. So he can get to 100 on his very next turn. Now, my guess is that's what he'll do unless he wants to. He's got something that's going to get him a bunch of points that'll put him just shy of 100 and then have another really good turn. I don't know. But if he does end it in 1 turn, our points should be pretty close coming at the end. However, he's got 3 points for this, and I think that's it. He could probably do something to do this, but if he does this, then he loses out on his on his herbivore, 12 points. So that doesn't make sense. So really, this is the only one I see. So then it's going to come down to the brown cards, because we should be pretty close at that point. So that's where we're at. All right, the green player didn't use his ability to pouch. He's got 3 cards. I don't know how playing 3 cards is going to be useful at this stage. Again, he could end it. He could have ended it right now if he had done it. Maybe he's got a couple animals and a sponsor and then going to do that. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. But anyway, we want to add 4. That gives us 7. That'll give us the 5 to do our release. And then raise up 2 to get an extra green and an extra card. All right. We want to do this one here. Let's just verify. Not going to do that. This would be a straight 9, but I need to release something so I have a place to put my bird. That's what I'm going to use, but you know, I could use this as well, but I don't get the extra bump, so I'm going to take the extra bump. All right, we're releasing the links because I'm only losing 2 points when I do that. I will choose this one. All right, now I would like to select this one. It's next to the water. I can't use the other one. It's not, doesn't have that. Let's grab this. And we'll grab a card before we do the pouch. Again, there's nothing in reputation range I can do, so I'm going to hope to get something good with the draw. Negative. This is of no use, and this is of no use. So I will discard those, or pouch those. And we get 2 rep. It's one of our X tokens back. Another green, and we will do the donate. We're at 93. So in a bit of a tight spot here. There's nothing on the board that I can play. There's also nothing on the board that green can play. If I hadn't messed up and if I had just gone with the Predator instead of the Europe tags, probably have an extra 6 points to deal with or play with. I do not. The green player has played this guy here, so he can do this at 5. That's going to be 5 green. He's got 3X. He can do it at 4. He's got 3 X tokens, so he can do one of these partnerships to get him another 2. That's 7. With a donate, it's 8. So it's 24 points, puts him to 108. I can end it if I do this guy here. Well, I would do partnership, getting me 2 with the donation. That gets me 3. Puts me to 102 to his 108. 6 points down, and he's getting 3 more points for this, so 9 points down, and that's all I'm getting from this. Now, as it stands, I have 5 and he'll have 4. So I'll win the tiebreaker if he has 0 for his whole card, which doesn't seem likely. So these guys may be able to catch up to me if I screw this up, but I've got a posturing bird. I don't have to play it as a ticket, so I can just use it for 6 and gets a 99 and then do that. But I'll have a chance, if I use an X token, to get a card. Again, nothing on the card row is going to work. And I need something specifically that's either going to do a 1 or a 1 cube for an aquatic. Or if I get something like something that can go in here that's better than this thing. That's all I can really hope for. It's not likely to happen. So in the contingency that I don't get it, I will, I think, just play this for 6 and hope. I probably get beat by more this way, but I don't really, I mean, I see a path to a tie, winning tiebreaker if, I mean, I guess he could do something wrong. If, you know, I could end it at 102 and he could miss some of these things or try to end it with animals or something. He did keep 2 cards. It's difficult. But I think I'm going to do 1 X token. That'll still leave me with 1, and I'll be in the 2 spot. So I'll be able to hit this unless I get hypnosis or some shit. I don't know. I guess that's really the only problem, and he can't do it to me. I don't know there's a hypnosis that only fills a 1. So I'm probably safe in the hypnosis. But, I mean, that's far-fetched anyway. I've got one of the hypnosis ones anyway. All right, so I'm going to give it a go. See if I get a card. Probably won't. Wish me luck. Nope. Well, I mean, this is something I can't even play, so it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go with the plan. I can play up to 2 animals, but it doesn't matter because I didn't get one. And I am going to just play this. So I don't cause the break, so I'm guaranteed one more turn. Yeah, I'm sad now. That's okay. That's okay. Again, I was likely to lose this anyway. Now I at least have a chance to get closer with 6 more points. If he, again, hopefully he just gets his 24 now, and then it was a good choice, but I don't know that that's likely. All right, so the green player stopped at 99, gave up 9 points. You know, could have used his X tokens to fill in his 3rd guy here, get 2 green for 6 points, and do a donation, which he opted not to do as well, and been at 108, and then we would have this turn. Instead, he stopped at 99. Now he's got some places to build, and he can build 2 animals, and maybe he gets more than 9. I don't know. However, it's given the blue player time to catch up. He's at 98. Now, not a lot that can be done. It looks like he's only got this 1 spot to build, unless he can put up this guy here at 16. I don't think he has the money. He doesn't have the money. Especially since he'd have to buy the cards, so that's not going to work. So, but what does he got for points? 3 donations. He's blue. He's only got 2 donations, so no for that. All the water connected? Yes, that's a green. 5 different conservation projects. All 5 continents, he does. So he's getting 2, it looks like. So he's getting 2. I'm getting none. So he's got 6 points no matter what on me. So technically he's going to be at 104 right now. Yeah, it's going to be close with him as well. So Yeah, strange decision by the green player, but we'll see. Maybe it'll pay off for him. I don't know. So we're going to do this guy. I don't know that this matters. Who's got anybody can do that? He can't do it. He still can, but there are a few that he can still do, so that doesn't matter. So I guess I need to catch anything? No. Let's just take the red one, I think. All right, we'll do our donate. And again, 108 is where we're at, so yeah, like I said, I'm not sure. I mean, he would be at 108 as well. Again, he's probably looking for an extra couple points. I don't know. All right, so everybody's over 100, pretty close at the top. Went 36 turns, 35 for Mark and I, 36 from Roftus and Harb. So it went at least 3 turns longer than it was supposed to. So the final situation here, Mark, green player, he had the research through, so that might explain a little bit of what he was doing, because he was worried that it wasn't going to get enough of this, but he could have pretty much ended it coming out of the break if he had tucked 2 cards and done his big move and gotten the new association worker, which got him 2 more green. Would have gotten him, but he didn't do that. In fact, even on the last turn he did a project that got him. I think he did this one. He got an extra rep, which did get him a green, but that got him 2 green and then a 3rd green for 9. When if he had just released this, that would have gotten him a net 11. So that was a slight mistake. Again, I think he should have ended it a couple turns earlier, and he would have won. It may have been close, but he would have probably won the game, and I would have been second. I also could have ended it. I would have likely lost, but I could have ended it early as well. Instead, the blue player came in and did a whole bunch of stuff at the end, and had some blue points, certainly, and did a good job to win this game. All right. Well, we'll try to play these guys again.